I'm an old man. I lived a long life, and I've seen many things. I've had 3 NDE experiences. The first NDE is when I was a teenager. I took a prescribed medicine, and I had an allergic reaction. My gums turned black with little white blisters. My temperature was 105. As I was looking at myself in the mirror, I left my body. I was on the ceiling looking down at myself. All I could see was my backside. But at the time, I didn't realize it was me and my body. I was on the ceiling for what seemed like 20 minutes. Then the thought came to me, is that me? Then, like being shot from a cannon, I was back in my body. I found myself in the emergency room within minutes. The next NDE was when I was on a baseball field. It was a night game. I was hit by a stray ball. My skull was crushed by the force of the impact. And as I was lying in the dirt, others were trying to control the bleeding and keep me breathing. A messenger told me that I had to move. This message was repeated 3 times to me. I told the messenger that I didn't want to move each time, but finally I did agree to move. I somehow found myself lying in what seemed to be grass. I was no longer anywhere near the baseball field. It seemed to be really far away. I was there for what seemed like a very long time, and then the messenger said to me, "You can return now." Then suddenly, I was back in the dirt at third base. The ambulance just arrived. The last NDE that I had was when I contracted spinal meningitis. I was in the hospital in isolation. I think it was the 3rd day. I looked at the door and my best friend came into the room. No one had seen him in a very long time. He died at age 19 in Vietnam. He was 5th Marines H Company on patrol March 2nd, 1967, and on point. He walked into an ambush and he was blown away. But when he came to me, he looked beautiful. All of his face and his head were there. All the bullet holes were gone. I just jumped out of my bed. Although in that instant, I didn't realize I actually left my body. A voice from the corner of the room said to me, "He is your friend and will tell you no lies." I quickly turned to see the person that has just talked to me, and I saw no one. In that same instant, all that pain left my body and was replaced by a feeling that was so wonderful, I can't describe it. But the message was no lies. What did that mean to me, I thought? Ask questions. So I did. Without the time to contemplate what sort of questions might be asked to a friend on the other side, I just started asking questions. And as fast as I asked, he answered. And I liked the answers to all but one question. Then he put his hands on my face to say, "Enough questions." Then he said, "I came to ask for your permission to be the one to come to collect you." I knew what he meant, so I said, "Yes, let's go." He was so surprised at my remark. He looked a bit flustered. Then he regained his composure and said, "I don't know if this is the right time. If it is, I'll return." And then he turned and left. I walked back to my bed and saw my body under the covers. I don't know why, I just climbed back in the bed and re-entered my body. I said, "Let's go," because I knew if I went with him, the marvelous feeling that replaced the pain, well, I could keep it. It was so wonderful that I was willing to give up everything to die. So is there a God? Are there angels? Well, yes. I would describe the wonderful feeling as a profound feeling of acceptance, love, and peace. These words are best I can use. I'm sorry my words are weak. Forgive me. Thank you, Bill, for that remarkable story, and it sounds like you've been through a lot, but you claim that God is real, angels are real. However, through all those experiences, you didn't experience any of them. So I find that, is it a great knowing? That's the only way you could describe it, right? And don't forget, if you like these videos, please like, subscribe, and share. It really means more than you know. And I want to thank Alex for doing the editing, and I appreciate you. Remember, live long and live strong.